On this week's Message Monday, I show you guys a sneak peek in the secret project I've been working on with Lax All-Stars. What's going on, Throne Arm? We have the Message Monday for February 4th, 2013. Got some really cool stuff to go over. Got a lot of new cool gear to show you guys. Of course, your guys' questions. And I'm also showing you guys a little sneak peek in the project that we'll be releasing tomorrow night. So first off, wasn't able to watch a lot of box lacrosse this weekend. It was my girlfriend's birthday, and we also had a lot of other things going around, but I'm planning to get to those games. Thank God for TLN. Really just archiving all the box games from the weekend. But the biggest thing I saw was I was able to watch the Bandits Rock game. I knew it was going to be a really good game, so I was able to slip that one in, and it did not disappoint. Chris Doyle had an amazing behind-the-back goal that made actually, I think, number 5 on SportsCenter Top 10. I think this is the second week in a row that the NLL has been on SportsCenter Top 10, which is awesome. Only gets the game out there further and shows just the unbelievable skill that these indoor players have. In other box news, we actually started playing a pickup game on Wednesdays nights in Oceanside and Long Island at Turf Island. Last week was my first week there. Both Chris and Scott have played there prior, but my hockey team actually ended on Wednesdays. I still play Thursday nights, but so my Wednesday was open, and I was so happy to be able to fulfill that with some indoor. It's a little bit of a hybrid game. It's actually like an indoor soccer field, and they use 5x5 goals, and there aren't box goalies, but pretty much played box rules, all short sticks, and it was such a good time. It was actually really fun. Chris was on the other team, and it was Scott and I and one of their other friends, and we just rolled them. And Chris might say something different, but don't listen to him. But it was a great time. We're planning to they told us they do it 52 weeks a year, so we're going to try and be there until they kick us out pretty much. So if you guys are in Long Island near Oceanside or know Turf Island, we'll be there Wednesday nights playing some pickups. So if you guys want to come out and see us and throw around the ball, we'll plan to be there. I think it starts around like 9:30, 10. I'm not 100% sure, but it was an amazing time. Really excited to get out there this week as well. Now I have a bunch of gear to get to. There's a lot, so I'm just going to start. The first is I finally got my Christmas gift from Chris. He ordered this a really long time ago, and I think it was just delayed because of it needed to be made, and that was this awesome mini traditional wood stick that actually says Throne of String on it. Really, really awesome. And then it came with kind of this like twine pocket that was kind of lame, so he strung it up with like Iroquois colors with this silly traditional, and it actually has a pocket on it. Look at that sick channel. And we were actually playing with it. Do I have a ball? Yeah, I have a ball. And you can actually like fake with it, and we were playing catch with it, and it was really fun. And I was kidding, saying I was going to play with box with it, and I'm going to cradle with 2 fingers down the field with it. But it's pretty fun, and it's really cool, so we're going to hang it up. Can't believe I just cradled with an autographed ball, but we're gonna hang it up in the background. Really awesome gift. And it's so cool, and I love how he strung it up. Looks really funny. It's not 100% authentic, but he did a pretty good job, and the gut wall is actually done right, which is really cool. I didn't know he was able to do that. I think he actually took some real time into it, so it just makes it that much more special, and it's really, really funny. The next piece of gear was awesome. I didn't know it was coming, and it showed up, and I am absolutely in love with it. And there it is. It's a team-issued shooter from Towson. As you guys know, they supply all of their players with our mesh, and one of their coaches I'm good friends with, and he said he would finally send me something out because they just got the new gear in from Under Armour, and this is what he sent me. Awesome. Throne colors. So excited. I'm going to be wearing the living crap out of this thing this spring season. It's just so awesome. So thank you very much, Dan. I'm really excited to wear it, and I love it, and the thing is so nice, so nice. The next 2 pieces of gear actually kind of a really cool story along with them. I was actually contacted by Billy Bitter to do some sticks from him. Actually, a fan of my YouTube channel knew him and showed him my stuff. And apparently liked what I did, and he reached out, and we were going to be doing some sticks for him, both just some display heads for Maverick, some heads for him, and also sticks for the NLLC or the MLL season. Sorry, we were talking about outdoor, and so cool. was really awesome. So I brought all the boys with me last Friday to Mavericks headquarters in Chelsea in Manhattan. Spent a few hours there. We had an unbelievable time. We got to meet with Billy, talk him through some ideas, some sticks, and some colorways. He's playing for Rochester this year, so we did a Rochester colorway from him, and then we're doing some other sticks for him as well that he really was into the colorways we came up with. All the guys there were so awesome. We spent a lot of time talking over the product line and a bunch of other stuff, and it was just a really great experience. It's really cool seeing someone else, you know, in the New York metro area doing big things on lacrosse. But I threw this up on Instagram. If you guys haven't yet, you should follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of real cool stuff there that I'm not able to fit into all the videos, and that is Billy Bitter's custom camo Maverick Spider 17. I actually did not dye this. I believe Lacrosse Unlimited did it. They did a pretty nice job, and he just wasn't in love with the pocket, so we're going to restring it for him, and it's just awesome. It's really cool having, you know, a head that's custom dyed for him that he's going to be using, and it's just really, really cool to be able to do that. I'm really excited to see, you know, some more of my product in there in hands of some of the greatest players in the world, and especially on the MLL Pro field, which is, you know, one of my favorites. I love seeing my stuff used at the highest level of the game, and it's just really cool. So really excited to do that. We actually have one done already, and it came out unbelievable. So we did a custom pocket just for his specs, and Scott was kidding around. Billy Bitter's actually Scott's favorite player, and he didn't tell me that while we were there, and so Scott was being really quiet the whole time, and then we left. He was like, "That was so cool," and I was like, "What was?" I mean, yeah, Billy's awesome. I get to go back. He was just like, "No, he's like my favorite player." That was so awesome to be able to talk to him and go through stuff with him. So I didn't know that, and I was like, I could have got a photo with you guys or something. So that was really funny. But I did half of it, and I let Scott finish it up, the shooters, and clean it, because I knew it meant a lot to him to be able to string a stick for Billy. And the thing came out awesome, and we were sitting there testing it out, and he was just like, man, he's never gonna get stripped now, because the pocket he was using had such low hold in it, and he wasn't very happy with it. We gave him kind of the same release and thing he was looking for, but it's gonna have a lot more hold to it for him. And it was just really cool, and he's just like, Billy's never gonna get stripped now because he doesn't already. And it was just really funny. It was cool seeing a good friend of mine be so excited to meet someone that they really, really respect and idolized. So it was really awesome, and cool head. Really excited. There should be a video. We shot a little bit of us talking and some of the sticks and some of the other really awesome stuff in Maverick. And when we deliver the heads, we're planning to do some other type of video with them. Billy was unbelievably nice, and he's really excited to do some stuff with us, videos or whatnot, and so is Maverick. So I should be seeing some really cool stuff coming from Throne and Maverick, and with Billy Bitter in it. So it was an awesome time. The other thing that we got, I know a few of the guys that run the sales over at Maverick from LaxCon, and doing just custom sticks for them. And one of the guys that I've met before but I didn't have a lot of time to talk to, actually met him at LaxCon, and that was Kevin. He really, really nice guy. Had an awesome traditional strung by Connor Wilson, so we were talking about that, and I was really impressed with their Maybach deuces. I talked about their mission gloves at the top 5 products of LaxCon, and the next are the Maverick deuces. They're actually my favorite in their product line. They're a little bit stiff. I've talked about this, but right out of the box compared to like the Roams, but I just love the way they look. I love the idea of them. I love how light they are, the airflow. And so looks like we're going to be doing a custom pair of Throne Maybach deuces. And so they gave me some of the samples of this top pad of all the colorways that they offer, and we are going to come up with something really cool. So another thing I'm really excited about that I think is just going to be really cool, kind of collaboration between Throne and Maverick. Another cool product that I was really excited to get in the mail, and it kind of let me down, was the new Kevlar string from Jimalax. I thought it was a really cool idea. I've seen Kevlar from bulletproof vests and whatnot, and I was really excited to check it out. I also heard that Ryan Miller, the goalie for the Buffalo Sabres, is using Kevlar foam in his helmet this year, because last year he had a lot of problems with concussions with the Lucic hit and other things. But so I thought that was just so cool. He's got like bullet foam in a hockey helmet, so I thought it would be really cool, and I got it, and it really let me down. It has a really cool feeling to it. It's nice, but it's actually flat lace, it's rounded, and it doesn't burn. Like, you can't tip it to lace it. So I've tried a few things to be able to lace it, and I got it to work, but it was just too cumbersome, really not worth it. And then it only comes in this color, which is the natural color of Kevlar, and it's extremely hard to dye. I was really excited about it. I thought it was something that would be really cool to offer and to throw in my sticks. I still am going to try and string it up and do something with it, but we'll see. I hate that you can't tip it, and I hate that you can't dye it. So it's kind of, there's nothing really added to it. I mean, The Gymalac string we use is extremely tough. I barely ever see it break in sticks, and so Kevlar really isn't necessary, but it would just be kind of badass to have Kevlar in your stick. So we'll see. I might try and do a traditional with it. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, it's cool. I have it, it's cool, but I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna work. The next two items are new heads to add to the OG collection that we have up here. The first is a OG Evo 2.0, brand new. It's weird that this is kind of getting retro now. I just kind of picked one up randomly. So we decided we're gonna add it to the collection. Brand new, never used. My plan is to actually, I think, string all of them with all white traditionals like I did that OG Evo. Haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do or when I'm gonna get to that, but the first is a brand new Evo 2.0. And the next one is awesome. This was actually donated by Scott. He had this head laying around and had a traditional in it, and he took it out, and so we're going to redo it, and I'm going to show him a few things about traditionals along the way, but it was really cool. It's not the only one, but one of the ones that I really wanted that I didn't have, and that was the OG Revo. I actually had one of these, really liked the head back when I used it, and it's really cool to now have one here. Still extremely, extremely stiff. It's just cool now. It's kind of like, we have like the main four from back in the day that were important, and I also just heard that someone has an extra Canadian or Canada one laying around. They released two heads. One was USA and the other one was Canada, and it had it written in the sidewall. And someone has one laying around, and they offered to give it to me, so to put in the video behind me and the whole thing. So that should be coming soon too. I gotta track down the USA one because I've never seen both of them together. I've seen them separate. I think that'd be pretty cool. But so thank you a lot, Scott. Definitely an awesome addition. And now we have this sneak peek into the secret project that I've been working on with Connor Wilson from Lax All-Stars, and that is Brotherhood. This thing has been an idea of ours for over a few months now, and it all started from driving home from box lacrosse together in Manhattan to Brooklyn, and we would just have these awesome conversations. I've talked about him here, he's talked to him on LAS, and they were really special, and once they were removed from our weekly schedule, there was a void, and just in terms of brotherhood, and that's kind of where the name comes from. And I wanted to facilitate them more. I wanted to promote them, and just great knowledge in them, and stories and personalities that I wanted to bring to you guys. It's something that came from Throne that only has made my life better, and I think it would really help you guys out as well. So the idea of it is just, it's our talk. It's four guys that are close friends that play lacrosse together in the New York City area. Some are older friends, some are newer friends, but all it has to do with is talking lacrosse and sharing the love for it, and kind of teasing each other too at the same time. But here is a sneak peek of the first episode of Brotherhood, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Scott, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
You got this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see how Scott is.
My first lacrosse memory is definitely playing. What is it?
Lacrosse.
No, obviously.
That was it. It was playing lacrosse.
Yeah, it was real good.
I was playing lacrosse on Long Island, and it was awesome.
Awesome.
Next, Chris.
Chris, same memory? You got it? Same memory?
I know you do. No, my first lacrosse memory was definitely playing league lacrosse in 6th grade. I scored my first goal, my first game.
In 6th grade?
6th grade, yeah. I started late.
Now, league lacrosse, that's like a Long Island thing, because we didn't have that.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
Yeah, we had town league.
Well,
we
yeah,
had
exactly.
Summer league.
You had to specify what league you're playing.
Yeah.
On Long Island.
Well, no, we were playing in Kopek.
So this was the crap league, right?
No,
Pretty
this is
much.
like the youngest, as young as you can get playing.
Yeah. Well, no, you can start young now.
Yeah,
Now you can start in
now,
first grade.
When we started, it was like 5th, 6th was the youngest that you could play.
Yeah.
Really?
I was in 6th grade.
Wow, that's when I started.
So I started. First picked up a stick like a month before, practiced a couple times. And
But how did you get into it, though?
My uncle played at Towson, so he always, my father played, they always pushed me onto it. They're like, get into it, get into it, get into it. I was playing football coming up that football season, so I was really into it, and I just wanted to be athletic. I was skateboarding my whole life, and my father's like, join sports. So I joined lacrosse, joined football. I was playing baseball, and baseball's not really my forte. But I scored my first goal, and I was
First game though, right?
first game.
First shot? Did you mark
No,
Matt?
not my first shot. My first shot was off a pipe, like way far right, and
Way off.
Way
I hit
off.
pipe.
No, I hit pipe.
I almost
and it
laced
just
that corner.
so close. No,
I
but
think it was a short goal. It was a smaller goal, right?
no, it was.
No, I'm just kidding. That's what you
It
can
was
say. That.
soccer
6 by
goals.
6.
Yeah.
I was
The
there.
goalie might
That
have
game,
been
I
like
was
a
there.
little
I was there.
handicap.
You were there that day?
We played the same team. Like
Yeah.
Was
almost
that your
our whole
first
life.
day also?
No.
When did you start?
4th grade.
So you
I,
should
the
be
first
a-
time I
you should be a
saw.
little embarrassed
You should
that he's
be
as good as you.
legit.
No, the first time
I
like
don't know. He took
like,
him to the hole and box this year.
He did twice.
Did he?
Twice.
Dropped me.
my first lacrosse memory.
Let him finish.
Oh, sorry.
So I scored my first goal in my first game, and it was my second shot, obviously, but I still scored, and I got laid out after, but I got up, and I was like, did it go in? My buddy hugged me
There's
and was
hitting
like,
in 4th and 5th grade like that?
oh,
Yeah,
the
full
kid laid me
contact.
out.
Back in the day?
Laid me
I
out.
guess I had it too.
Dropped me.
Yeah,
I was
that.
I was a pudgy little kid, but I got laid out, and I scored, and I came up, and I didn't even see the goal go in, but my friend told me I scored. The ref blew the whistle. I ran off like a champ.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
History ever since.
Yep.
You?
My first lacrosse memory was our captain and friend Timmy.
We don't need a name drop.
Well,
here.
I not saying last name. I saw him with a stick, and I was like, "What is that? I
You know
want to
who
play
you
it.
are.
I want to play." You know.
You didn't know what it was? You're
I
from
didn't-
Long Island.
I
You saw
didn't-
lacrosse and you didn't know what it
It
was.
was in like December, like
Like
4th
third
grade.
graders in Long Island aren't necessarily just exposed to it. You know.
I'm from
I saw him
like,
with I saw him with a stick, and I was like, "What is that? I want to play." And then like
How'd you know it was a sport?
he just told me it was what it was. It was lacrosse. I'm like, how do you know what it is? He's like, my dad played it, blah blah blah. And my dad played like pickup, but never really played. He played basketball. So I was playing basketball at the time. Our mutual friend Mike, whose dad played at Hofstra and played for USA, like the same town league, he coached. Like he was like, why don't you come out? Why don't you come out? Why don't you come out? And I'm a year older than Scott, so like Scott's playing like 6th and 7th grade.
Yeah, little baby.
Yeah, 6th and 7th grade. It was like the team, and that's like 7th and 8th. And then I played the same year like Scott started. Like I was a year older. So
But our teams are pretty much practicing and playing
Yeah,
together.
Because
for the
you
most
normally
part.
don't. Normally it's like 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th, right? Until you
no,
high
it's
school.
5th and 6th. It's like 5th and 6th, 7th and 8th.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
Just watch out.
1 second.
It's like 7th and 8th, and I played because he coached the younger kids. I went out there, but we all practiced together. So it's like
Okay.
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, practicing all together.
Okay.
So
Mr. Miyagi, that thing.
yeah,
You're gonna get it going. Better watch out.
so yeah, that's like my first real like lacrosse memory. Is just practicing.
Just practicing.
Yeah, just in general. Going out there for the first time. It was a lot of fun.
First time. Do you have full gear?
Yeah, I have
How'd
full
you get
gear.
your first gear?
My mom was like, "You really want to get into this? It's another sport. You're just gonna, besides basketball, you're just gonna quit playing." Blah blah blah. I was like, "No, I really want to do this."
Because you played hockey before, right?
Yeah, I played hockey before, and
Couldn't cut it. Couldn't cut it.
yeah, I didn't get into it. So she's like, "All right, we'll go like play it again. Buy you like basic beginner kit," and that's what I had.
So that was the sneak preview for the first episode of Brotherhood. I hope you guys loved it. I put a lot of time and effort into making it, and I'm so happy. I think it came out amazing, and we're just really excited to shoot the next one. Our plan is to release a 15-minute episode every week, so each month will have its own, conversation, and it will be split up into 4 15-minute segments each week of that month. The first episode will release tomorrow night on the Brotherhood YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description, so be sure to go over there and subscribe right away so you guys can know as soon as that video is released tomorrow night. And now let's get to the giveaways. Last week we had the Bratton brothers in the studio. They picked up 2 heads that two Proton Powers that we did all custom for them for the LXM Pro Tour, which they play on. And the guys were awesome. It was unfortunate that I wasn't able to be here, but they had a lot of fun with all the other guys. And I can just tell from the video that everyone had a lot of fun. And they were so nice, and they were able to do a Flow Friday giveaway for us. And they really liked the pink, so we gave away 2 pieces of 15 mil pink fade. And they were also able to sign 2 balls from us. And each ball has their own signature on it. Shamel's is in black and Ramel's is in silver. So that was really, really awesome of them. And they helped us come up with an idea, and they wanted you guys to guess what their favorite players were growing growing up, and that was Kyle Harrison and Mikey Powell. We actually had 2 people guess it. The first was Mitch Laxon, and the second was Fam Burlington. So congratulations, guys. Please send me your guys' mailing address and the subject to Flow Friday giveaway, Bratton Brothers, and send me your address to info@throneofstring.com, and we will get these mailed out right away. They're pretty cool. They're awesome. I really like seeing the ball with both their signatures on it. We also got one as well for our wall of pro players that use our products. It was really awesome, and I'm really looking forward to doing some more stuff with them. They're really into our videos that we do, and are really into smashing things, so maybe you guys will see them in a Smash Lax soon. And now all that's done, finally get into the questions. I'm not going to do as many as I normally do this week because of the Brotherhood preview and all the gear, but I just kind of picked the best ones, or the ones that were most informative. First is from Giovanni. This guy is awesome. I follow him on Instagram, and he's got a lot of cool hockey stuff too, but also throws some lacrosse in there time to time. He said, would you ever sponsor a team? #Message Monday. Yes. I've been thinking about it for some time now, and I'm thinking about sponsoring a team. I would like to do a club team or pro team, not really sure yet, but yeah, I'm into it. It'd be cool to do a bunch of custom sticks or custom dies for a team. It would just look awesome to do a bunch of them, so we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely into it. Next is from Alex Rice. He says, what goes into making a new pocket? Awesome question, because I'm making a bunch right now, and it really made me think about how I do it. There's kind of 2 ways. I either see a pocket that has a unique look to it, or a unique idea to it for a style of play, and then I string it up how I see it, or how I try to replicate it the best I can, and then I play with it for about 1 to 2 weeks, or I tweak it, and then while I'm doing it, to make it really the best it can be. And we just had a really cool experience with this with Chris. Chris had a stick that he strung up with this crazy thing going on in it, and I was like, it's cool, but it throws terrible. But it didn't throw bad. It just wasn't how I wanted the stick to throw, or how I thought would be best for you guys. So I then replicated it and tweaked a few things, and he was like grovel during it, and then I give it to him once it's all strung up and broken in, and he's like, all right, and he commonly refers to it as me polishing his ideas. So the key thing there are his ideas that I polish. And but that's pretty much how one way it goes. The other way is I think of a void. I think of something out there that I would want if if I'm going to be a certain type of player. Anytime I try to make a new pocket or anything, I really try to wrap my mind around that style of play. And I normally really mimic it off players that I find enthralling to watch. I'm not going to mimic their style or try to play exactly like them, but there's something to their game that's effective, and I normally try to put myself in that mindset and what I would want as a player, if that's whip, release, hold, high, low, mid, and that's how it goes. And it just works over these ideas, and then I play with them, and then I come up with something special, I think, at the end. And then I try to tweak it to make it look the best it can be, and then tell you guys my findings. That's pretty much. It's kind of like a weird research and development to try and find cool new products. Not all of them work. I have like 3 or 4 pocket ideas that didn't really turn out to be as good as I thought they would be, and I wouldn't release something that I wouldn't use myself or stand behind. But I have a few coming out in the next few weeks. We actually have so many that it's hard for me to make the videos to get them up on the website. There's 2 that are really special that I'm really excited to share with you guys, because I think they're gonna fulfill a void, but also really help your guys' game out and give you guys a totally different option that you guys are normally getting from Throne of String. Next question is from Mitch Muzail, I think. He says, when are you releasing the LE mesh for February? Thursday. Trying really hard to get it done for Thursday. Have it strung up. Introducing a new pocket with it. It's awesome. And we also I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm aiming for Thursday. Video is about 30% done, but all the images are taken. It takes a lot to release an LE mesh. I don't just want to be like, here, look at it. I like to do something special that really encompasses why I made the mesh and the theme behind it. So it takes a little bit more time, but I think it's a lot. It makes it a lot more special. I put a lot of work into the idea, and I wanted to give it justice and make something that's really special for it. So I'm shooting for Thursday. Do not kill me if I don't make it by then. I was actually debating whether to do a Message Monday or work on the LE video, and I'm going to try and do both. I'm actually just going to try and pull some long hours and do both, because they're both special. I didn't want to miss a week of Message Monday or cut it short because I had so much to show, and you guys wrote in a lot of questions too, so I wanted to be a part of that. But I also want to give you a preview of Brotherhood. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got Message Monday, Brotherhood, and LE Mesh releasing hopefully all in the same week. And I'm just one dude, so to pull it off, I'm going to be really proud, and I hope you guys just love all of it. Yeah, so Thursday is what I'm shooting for. The next question is from Leon Sandcastle. Best name I've ever heard this year. It's awesome. How did you meet Chris? Hashtag Message Monday. It was pretty funny. We were just talking about it because this question, I told him I was going to tell it. First time I met Chris was actually my first game starting to play lacrosse, just for pickup in the league, not just like screwing around. And it was a really good game. I had super retro gear on. It was pretty awesome. And I was just playing for a random pickup team, and I managed to net 3 goals. I was really happy. My first game back on the field, and I played Chris's team. We didn't really meet. I think we just kind of like played against each other and hacked the crap out of each other for a bit. But that was the first time I ever met him. And then next was at a tournament. He came up, and I had a little booth there showing off what we were making and stuff like that. And we just talked for a bit, and he looked me up on the internet, really liked the videos that I was doing. And then the following week was when I really started to, Throne really started to pick up, and I really needed help. I had like over 50 or 60 heads that needed to be strung, and I physically couldn't do it in the time frame that was allowed. So I had to get an assistant, and I put it up on YouTube that I was looking for an assistant. A bunch of people sent me stuff, and Chris filled all the criteria. He was actually the first person that I invited in. He wasn't the first person to email me though. There's a few others, but he sent me photos. I liked what I saw. Came in, and he's been here ever since, and I can't get rid of him. No, I'm just kidding. I'll never get rid of him. But that's pretty much it. It was pretty simple. Just guys playing lacrosse, love lacrosse in the New York City area, and ended up making fun videos, stringing sticks, and having a lot of fun together. So that's how I met Chris. Worst decision ever. Next question is from Colin Hotch, and I think I pronounced your name again wrong 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I think I just did it again, so I'm sorry. Maybe send me an email how to pronounce it, and I'll work on it, because you write in a lot and I feel bad. Or maybe I'll just change your name to whatever I want it to be. Colin Dragon's Breath says, what are you most looking forward to for the 2013 college season? Hashtag Message Monday. Seeing Throne Mesh on the field. That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm excited to see lacrosse. I'm excited to watch it with my buddies and whatnot and go see some games. But I'm more so excited to see Duke and Towson use my mesh at the highest level of college lacrosse. I mean, it does not get much cooler than that. And our final question is from Poop Nug. All right. Throne, what's your trick to breaking in the pocket and making it look so nice? Anyone that really says, oh, you just need to break it in, is lying to you 80% of the time. It really depends on the mesh and the stringing. The reason my sticks break in so nicely, break in meaning like that hour that you throw with it, is because of the mesh. I've spent so much time and so much research trying to make the perfect mesh between stiffness, break-in time, weather resistance, and just overall awesomeness. And really it depends on how that is made and what product you're using and how it is strung and what head. And I have a lot of experience in it, and so I'm able to do it pretty quickly. But pretty much that's what it is. If the pocket's not strung correctly, it's not going to break into how you want it to be. Mesh will stretch a little bit, but it's not going to really just form to what you want it to be. It has to really be set up to form into that pocket, and that just comes with knowledge of knowing where to place diamonds, how tight you need to pull it, when you need to let it bag a little bit, and how many diamonds to use, what type of head to use. There's a lot that goes into it, but that's pretty much the simplest I can make it. It's not really breaking in, and I actually don't break in any pockets. We just string them and ship them out. Sometimes we pound them if it's a little bit necessary for hole placement or whatnot, but really it depends on the mesh you're using and how you string the head. So that was Message Monday. We had a lot of cool gear in there and also some great questions and also the preview of Brotherhood. I'd really hope you guys go over there and subscribe to that channel because that video is going to be released tomorrow night, and I hope you guys love it. It's really, really a good time. If you guys would like your guys' question featured or answered in next week's Message Monday, you can tweet me your question with the hashtag Message Monday. And that's everything, guys. Maybe throw the video a like if you guys really enjoyed it, and in the comments, let me know what you guys are most excited for the 2013 college season, because it is approaching very soon. So that's everything, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. We had McMichael's between the legs goal. This is probably the greatest goal from over the weekend. I'm pretty sure it made SportsCenter top 10, I think, and it was just unreal.